I've got in my hands a watch called Revelta Metrodive 1. It's a 39mm automatic, stainless steel, sapphire crystal, 200 meters water resistance. It basically looks like a dive style watch, but for me it's more of a daily driver. And having a bi-directional bezel, a countdown bezel, I've actually found it more practical than impractical, because in usage I've been able to actually set it up, allow that countdown timer to do its thing when I'm timing things, and when I'm finished, just simply put it back, which has been a great feature going in both directions. I've enjoyed that. Now, I really like the experience I've had on the wrist with this watch. However, there's a niggle, well, there's a couple of niggles, but there's one that I really want to share with you guys that I really hate, like despise. And that's a heavy word for me, I don't use that. But not a deal breaker, because overall the experience has been good and I'm going to share some things about this watch. So without further ado, let's dive into this review. As a no-nonsense daily practical watch, a very functional watch, this has been very wearable. In fact, I've enjoyed it, but not on its strap. And you're thinking, well, why have you got it on its strap? Well, this is not the strap. See, I'm wearing this on an Artem strap, a grey loopless sailcloth, and it looks the business for me. It's been extremely comfortable, really pleasurable on the wrist. However, if I put the watch aside, the original strap is a nylon strap, and I hate this strap. I hate it with a passion. It is terrible. I've had so many micro brands send me watches with straps like this in the past. I've never loved them. I've never liked them. I've never bonded with them, and this one's no different. Even RZE has sent me a watch in the past, I believe, with a strap like this, and I just can't get my head around them. They really never break in. So, strap's gone. We're here for this watch, and you saw the pop-up, guys. Revelta has sponsored this video, so I will of course leave a link in the description section if this watch interests you and you want to check it out for yourselves. Now, before I share my experience on the wrist, let me show you the specs. The case diameter comes in at 39mm with a lug-to-lug of 46. Now, the crown is a 6.8mm signed screw-down crown. The watch offers 200 meters of water resistance, and the total weight on this Artem strap, I measure at exactly 97 grams. 39mm footprint has been fantastic. Even that height has been great, 12.4mm, and the comfort on this sailcloth strap has been great. I've used this as a practical daily watch, and it has indeed been a pleasure. But the problem I found with that nylon fabric canvas strap, it just doesn't seem to break in. It pushes the watch head up on your wrist. It's stiff. Honestly, it feels like it's going to choke me. And in the strap's defense, I did keep it on my wrist for at least a day on that strap before I just got so frustrated and took it off. But moving on, turning the watch over, you can see there's a solid case back with their emblem, no fuss, and hiding behind that case back, the workhorse of this watch is a Miyota 9015. A proper date complication, hack, hand winding, around 42 hours power reserve, and this one's been running really stable and really nice. But turning my attention to that bezel, it's a 60-click bi-directional bezel, and it's got a black DLC stainless steel insert. It's been very functional and very practical for me, because as a countdown bezel, you can say to yourself, well, I want to time something, let's say 15 minutes. Well, you put the minute hand to 15 minutes, and when it reaches the triangle, Bob's your uncle. 15 minutes have elapsed. You can put it to 25 minutes, 27 minutes, it doesn't matter. As soon as that goes down all the way to the triangle, you know that time has elapsed. When you finish, simply put it back. So that's been a functional feature for me, and I love chronographs, I love stopwatches, so this has operated in a similar way for me. That's been really good. Now, the crystal on this watch is a double dome sapphire with anti-reflective coating. There is the subtlest hint of blue in the AR, but overall it's been doing a very good job, and the legibility on this watch has not suffered. Now, what's the lume like? Well, it's good, it's clean. If I had this as a sports watch, it'd be great. As a field watch, fantastic. As a pilot's watch, yeah, brilliant. But as a diver, I think it could have been a little bit better. But in its defense, I do like the inverted triangle and the hour hand. I just feel that that minute hand could have been a little bit thicker with a bit more application, as that's the important feature here. But overall, a nice clean lume. And lastly, the price. The watch comes in at 679 Australian dollars, and look, that's not bad, but they've also given me a code which gives you guys a bit of a discount. So I think now that's not bad at all, because the watch has been extremely practical, very functional, very usable, and built quite well. I've actually enjoyed it throughout the week. And on that note, what are my gripes of this watch? Well, the elephant in the room for me, yes, you guessed it, that nylon strap. I really don't like fabric canvas straps like that. They really don't do it for me. I don't know what your experience has been. I've never been able to get them to settle on the wrist. Second gripe for me, that loom, it is okay, but as a diver, could be a little bit better. Another gripe is that bezel action. The fact that it's bi-directional is good. It does have a little bit of back play, which some people might find annoying. However, you got to remember that having a bit of back play in a bezel also allows it to get any grit and grime out of it. So if you're going to the beach and you get sand in a bezel, if the tolerances are too tight, it's more difficult to clean and get any grit out of it. I think it's a good balance between not too tight, not too loose. It is a little bit light in its action. I thought it would have been a bit heavier, but again, it's a bi-directional, and in usage, when you put it in place, it stays in place. So that's pretty good. And lastly, I was going to say the price, but having a discount code, it's good. Again, it would have been great to have a proper strap. I don't like the strap supplied with it. Maybe a bracelet option would have been a good thing here, but got to be honest, guys, I've really enjoyed this watch. Throughout the week, it's been very good, and I found myself reaching for it and putting it on the wrist more than I thought I would because of its size, because of its practicality, and having a grey dial with a stepped-up section. It actually looks quite nice. I think the legibility has been really good, and the look on the grey Artem strap has been fantastic. Even on other straps, I've tried it. Strapatilia Halloween in brown leather. You could probably wear this on a NATO strap. It's a really nice watch for experimentation and a good functional tool. So I hope you enjoyed that, guys. A look at this Revelton Metro Dive. It can function as a field watch, as a pilot style watch, a very general daily. Having its 200 meters of water resistance has been great. And I think overall, with its fully brushed case and brushed bezel, it's toned down to a nice specific field toolish look, and that's been a big positive. Hit me up in the comments. Thank you for watching, guys. Enjoy the watch that's on your wrist. Enjoy the hobby. Be well, be good to each other, and we'll see you in the next one.